All right, looks like we're rolling, people. Here we go. Let's get into it. Greetings, Gemini. This is Tarot Lumination, and this is your love and relationship kind of generic mini report for May 2018. You know the drill. Watch for your sun, moon, and rising. Squish it all together and reinterpret to suit yourself. It's your reading for you. We're going to use the crucible spread like we've been doing all the time. And it's on the understanding that there's you, Gemini, a significant other, and a third entity called the relationship itself, which is the structure in which both of you guys would conduct the relationship as you intimate and separate, as we all do in our loving relationships. Okay? So we're going to look at some astro notes in a moment. Cards are well shuffled in advance. Just wanted to let you know we're going to keep going to the last second so that you're a witness. No jumpers, no flyers, no oracles, no reversals. Okay, we're just going to keep it simple. The cards are beautiful the way they were originally made. So also for singles, some of you guys ask, so I'm going to give you my feelings. If you want to, you can treat this as a singles report. I don't do singles reports anymore. Understand that you're always radiating energy, including the energy of relationship. And if you're not paired up, then you could extrapolate the laws of attraction over to here and allow for what if, the potential. In other words, you're putting out energy. What is bouncing back to you? Okay? Simple physics. All right, here, let's have a look. So May is a pivotal month for the whole planet, okay? Let's just get it out there. Gemini, same for you. May 2018, the big thing is the Taurus energy. May 15th is a huge calendar moment for the whole planet. We have the new moon, Taurus. Simultaneously, we have Uranus moving into Taurus for a big 7-year journey. Now, that's a big deal for everybody. A couple of other calendar moments. Right at the tippy end of April, before even coming into May, there's the big Taurus Scorpio full moon, which is kind of coincidental with the Taurus energy. And then at the very end of the month, May 29th, we have the full moon, which is all about the Gemini sun and the Sagittarius moon, okay? So that's going to be very significant for you, okay? Geminis, right at the end of the month is when you're going to feel that stuff. So in May, which in theory is kind of like your 12th house here, theoretically we're dealing with 12th house journey, the 12th house energy. You might be feeling really down in the dumps or weak or impaired or just like somebody's unplugged you from life and the world and everything and trying to figure out how am I going to get started again. Well, it's going to happen anyway, so don't worry about it at some point. But in the journey through a whole year of your cycles, when you come around to your 12th house energy, that's the end of a long 1-year journey. And you're starting all over again at the very end of May when the sun moves here into Gemini. And that comes in with a bang because it's coming in with a full moon, okay? Sagittarius moon. And that's going to zonk you right here on your 7th house of most significant relationships. But this is right at the very tippy end of the month, okay? So I don't want to stress it too much right now, but it's going to become apparent as you go through the month. So this reading might sound very strange at the beginning of the month, but it might make a lot more sense toward the end of the month. We'll see. That's up to you how you interpret these things. With the Taurus energy here, you might be feeling a lot of huge shifts that are going to happen in terms of how you relate to the world, your spiritual existence, your sense of divinity, your sense of oneness with everything and everyone with you. Okay, it's going to come under radical shifts and changes and awakenings, sometimes shocking, always unpredictable. Okay, so let's just get into the love dove stuff. Okay, here we go. All right. Sorry, that took a long time to get into the spread, but it's just such an important month for everybody that I felt I had to get that out there for you guys, okay? Cards are well shuffled in advance and going to the last second so that you're a witness. And then we're going to cut. Yes, we're going to cut now. Okay, really broke up the deck there. Okay, so let's have a look. This is the energy that you're radiating. Think of yourself as a cell phone. You're just sending out a signal. Beep, 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 beep. That's what you do anyway, Gemini. You're a communicator. You're a speaker and a listener. That's what you do. Over here would be the energy of the significant other. Or if you're a single, what if? What's the potential here? Deep down in the soul of you, deep down in the soul of the other, and the core itself, the relationship. Okay, so already you can see the crucible here. The crucible is a structure. Typically in science, it's a very strong bowl. It's a high refractory ceramic that can withstand and endure intense conditions and still give you a safe environment where stuff can happen inside your relationship as you intimate and separate, always. So this is the prospects and momentum of what's going on here. Maybe this will make more sense at the end of the month. And under here, we're going to look at the weather in a moment. This is circumstantial energy. It's just out there. It's up to you, Gemini, to make the best of it. So we have the Knight of Wands. We're starting off with the Knight of Wands, circumstantial energy. So my feeling here is that you might as well make the best of what's happening. You might not understand it right now. The weather conditions, it looks to me like it's very supportive for you right now to get yourself prepped up and ready for what's going to happen to you at the end of the month in your love life, in your most significant love relationships, okay? And it could be a surprise because there's no way to avoid it here in the middle of the month with the big shifts happening into Taurus energy. It's going to be a big shakeup, a big surprise. It's happening in your 12th and 6th house to do with health and healing, revealing it to heal it, bringing out all the stuff that needs revealing in order for healing to occur, and then putting that into practice, okay? Forming good, healthy habits that work for you, which will have an effect on your most significant love life and relationships, okay? Your health is very critical for every aspect of your life. And your abundance is based on your own health, okay? So you can't have a really healthy relationship unless you're healthy at the core yourself. You might be physically challenged, but at the spirit, at the soul, you must be very healthy, okay? And it looks like we're working towards that here. So let's have a look. We've got this going on, and it looks like you're just going to go for it anyway. You might not understand it, but it looks to me like you're going to seize the moment, grab it, and go for it. Make the best of it because it's like you've been waiting for this for a long time, and we're not there yet. We're heading there. Okay. Let's have a look. What are you radiating? Wow, more knights. My gosh, there's a lot of pent-up energy here that really wants to be expressed and come out there. So Gemini, for you, if you feel like almost supercharged or overcharged with energy, but it doesn't make sense to the point where it's almost too much, like having too much caffeine or too many energy drinks or something like that, that could actually be a problem because you can't, conduct your life and live your life on energy drinks. Some people do. They try to. They have, quadruple espresso shots in the morning, and that turns them into like, brainiac kids, like who take Adderall all day for at least for the 4 to 6 hours. But the thing is, you don't want to be around this kind of person when they crash. When the caffeine wears off, when the Adderalls wear off, when all the stimulants and all the excitement of life wears off, it can be a real downer, a real crash and burn type of situation. So if your circumstantial energy is really inspiring you to go for it, it might be that you're feeling it and you're saying, okay, well, let's do it. And I have a lot to say and I need a lot to express. And it's like that energy of a kid on his first liter bottle of Coca-Cola. Have you ever seen kids who drink a whole liter bottle of Coca-Cola, fully caffeinated? I'm not trying to diss Coca-Cola. I'm just saying colas, caffeinated colas. They're like insane maniacal energies. And I'm not saying that's you, Gemini. All I'm suggesting is that you might be very susceptible to being that way if you're not careful. It would be very easy to just easily slip over the top and get carried away with the potential about what's happening here for you in your love life and relationships, and then easily, uh, it would be very easy to get in trouble with this kind of energy, especially during the middle of the month. If you're not fully, you know, conversant or understanding about what's going on or how it actually works in your life yet. I mean, you might be sensing like, finally I have a chance now here, at the end of May when June comes in and Gemini lights are going to shine all over you. Great. Sun, moon, and rising. Great. But we have to get through May first, all right? So I'm glad for you. I'm happy for you that you're excited about things. All I'm feeling is just like it's very important to be very careful too. And you might have so many things that you need to express and need to get in alignment that have never had a chance before, that you get excited about getting excited, and that feeds on itself, and that makes things kind of precarious. That's what I'm feeling, all right? So let's have a look at the other. Okay. More. Well, with the Justice here, it feels like whatever you're going through, whatever you've done, however you've been like living your life for the last year or so, they are being very, very stoic and like holding themselves very, very steady, and then saying, well, you know what, Gemini, you're getting exactly what you deserve. Okay? There's no condemnation here. There's no harsh judgment. There's no, uh, there's no ill will or anything. You might just be dealing with, like, there's you just living your life, excitedly about some things, maybe freaking out about other things. It almost doesn't matter. But in the context of a love relationship, you might be dealing with someone here who is very sober and clear about things, and they are reflecting back to you that, dear Gemini, my dear Gemini, I'm very happy for you. I'm very excited for you. And I'm not sure exactly how things are going to work out for you, or for us for that matter, because it seems like you're almost like burning out at this point. Maybe that's a good thing. Maybe that's a bad thing. I'm not sure. All I want to let you know is that you're going to get exactly what you deserve. Okay? I'm still here. I'm not judging you. I'm not going to say this is a good or a bad thing. It's just that we need to bring things into balance. And I have issues myself that need to be addressed, okay? So it's not all about you. I am here too, and I deserve recognition and acknowledgement, and we need to deal with this at some point. Justice needs to be served here as well, okay? It's not just all about you. Okay, I'm not trying to judge you or, be critical of you, Gemini, here, but there's a lot of like, it seems to me that there's a lot of energy that's like sparking you, getting you all fired up in anticipation of big changes to come. But it might make you a little bit like wearing blinders, like getting too self-focused. The same thing that happens when you have way too much caffeine, and it's not healthy, okay? I know you guys, Geminis, you're so into the world of communications that, caffeine's natural for you guys, but sometimes it's better to just take it down and wind down and just see what happens when everything's completely neutral, everything's flat, nothing has been sparkleized or tweaked or anything. What's actually going on here? We need to know the truth of what's actually going on here. Is kind of what the significant other might be hinting. What's about deep down inside of you? Oh my gosh, you're so fired up. What's going on, Gemini? Maybe you have so much pent-up energy that needs to be released to be expressed. Maybe physical, intimate, passionate, sexual, all of it, whatever. And you're just itching to get it out there and to express it and share that, because it needs to happen. You can't bottle up this kind of energy. This is the okay, going back to the soda, the caffeinated soda analogy, to me, this is like the energy of when you shake the can, or when the can was shaken while it was traveling, before you get the chance to open it. And when you pop it open, there's just too much, like, psh, everything goes everywhere. So just be careful. Your whole soul might be all fired up and really excited. It's just that there's a lot of effervescence here that might not be going down too well with the other. They might be thinking, okay, well, it's just my Gemini being Gemini. They're being themselves. It's just a little bit over the top right now, but it's okay. It's okay. Not judge. I'm just saying, okay? All right, let's have a look deep at the other. Okay. More ones. Well, they might be thinking like, there is a positive side to this. There is a positive side to Gemini being this way right now for this month, because it means it might be a very fun ride, so to speak. Okay? Now you can interpret that however you want, Gemini, but they might be feeling like they've actually, let's say when all the fizz settles out and the excitement starts to stabilize and you kind of get into your time period in June, more like to the end of May and into June, this will make a lot more sense, where they can say to themselves and to you and for the relationship, I told you so. I just told you everything's gonna be just how it is. You're gonna get exactly what you deserve. Okay? And I'm just letting you know, by the way, it's not all bad. There are some great things going on here that I particularly am turned on about with you. So please don't feel that I am being all harsh or anything with you. I totally dig you. I feel like I've scored. I feel like we've scored. I feel like we have something here together that is substantial and worthy of myself and of us as a couple here. And I appreciate your excitement and passion and everything like that. And I'm really looking forward to getting it on with you. And that would be very, very nice for us as a couple and for the relationship. Okay? It's just that it feels like right now, early in the month, it's a little bit too much too quickly. So let's have a look at the core. Okay, more wands here. Remember, so you're getting what you deserve. Like the relationship is turning out exactly the ways it should be because it can't be any other way. Again, laws of physics. And they're just reminding you. Your other half is simply reminding you, dear Gemini, everything is going to turn out exactly the ways it should be because it can't be any other way. I'm just reminding you. You might be all fired up in the excitement of this or the changes of that, or look what's happening over here. Oh my gosh, did you know about this? Have you heard that thing on Tarot Lumination about that? Have you read for your sun, moon, and rising? Oh my gosh, oh my gosh, oh my gosh. And they're like, yes, and then you're like, well, I got to tell you this, and then this and this is going to happen. Oh God, please, can we let's go out on a date. Let's have a really hot night together. And they're kind of like, okay, we could do that. And in so doing, you get what you deserve. Consequences happen. Events occur exactly according to the laws of the universe. You plant seeds, stuff happens. You nurture them properly, good stuff happens. I don't know what exactly is going to happen. You know what that is in your life, in your world, in your love life, Gemini. But whatever it is that's happening is happening. And it's a result of having done all the work. If you've done a lot of homework on yourself, like over the last year, and you're realizing it now, it's starting to come into awareness, full spiritual awareness, that you've done a lot of the spiritual work on yourself. And that's going to really benefit you in your life going forward towards the end of May and going onwards from there. And you are going to get what you deserve, okay? And that could be very good. That could be very good, exciting, passionate, fun, feeling like it's a win-win situation for both of you. And they're like over there going, yeah, well, that's just fine. And I'm okay with that. And it's been a little bit weird with you as you've gone through this, but I don't mind because everything is turning out exactly as it should be because it can't be any other way. Now, it doesn't mean that this is roses and chocolate and champagne forever. All I'm saying that as a snapshot moment in time, it looks like we've got a serious reality check going on here. Very, very, very serious reality check happening with you, Gemini, getting things into order, the way, and then seeing the evidence here. Okay, there are no pentacles here, there's no cups here, but it's to do with the energy and the passions that you've pumped into the relationship, that they have fed into the relationship, and seeing the fruits of your labor, seeing the consequences, okay, the outcomes, prospects. Okay, there we go. Finally, some pentacles, some evidence of love. Okay, hard evidence of love. Love is as love does. I say that a lot on this channel. So it might be like an awakening for you, Gemini. You might be realizing, like, oh my gosh, it really is that simple. It's all about investing in love. It's all about being loving, being loved, and treating that as a formula, like an investment plan. And always, always, always loving yourself first, okay? And getting turned on about that. You have a right to get turned on about how awesome you are. And they have a right to endorse you and verify you and validate you and give you kudos now and again, like, you're doing okay, Gemini. In fact, I feel like I've scored. I feel like you've scored with me. By the way, I'm just letting you know, I think you're pretty lucky to be with me. So let's put that in the bank. Let's keep investing. Let's keep this model going. Think of it as a business model, okay? Something is working here. Let's keep doing it and treat it like a long-term investment program. Love is as love does. If you've got a formula that seems to be working for you, just keep doing that. Nurture it. If you've got the right blend of fertilizer, romantic fertilizer, however you want to think of it, then just keep doing that. Not too much, not too little. Not too much sun, not too much freaky happiness, no overdosing on caffeine and stimulants and energy drinks. But then you don't want to, and no crashing and burning by getting stoned and drunk to try and balance things out. It's much more about creating a neutral, healthy, realistic, practical working model for the long term. Okay? And it can actually work for you. I'm excited for you. All right. Thank you, Gemini. I hope you get to make the most of this and you can reinterpret however you want. Sun, moon, and rising and all that. And also do the cross-watching. I keep forgetting to tell people, cross-watch for your significant other. Yay. All right. All the best. Thanks for visiting Tarot Lumination. Bye-bye. We'll see you again soon.